Skellige needs a fierce king.
I once lopped off 3 heads with one blow.
So, Kida, I heard you would like to play some Gwent, but you've got no decks to play it. But don't worry, I've got you covered. Yeah, money up front. What do you mean you have no money? Yeah, alright, I'll let you pass this time. Take a seat in the bag, he's just about to start. What do you mean who? 0rfeus's, of course. He's the single greatest Gwent player out there. Or at least he used to be, but then his old war injury caught up with him. Now some say he's gone mad. And what do I say? Well, I say that the truth is much, much darker than anyone would think. Anyway, shut up. He's starting to speak.
According to the latest research in the Skellige area, Patricidal Fury no longer occupies the position of the strongest Skellige deck. I am proud to present to you my latest achievement. Behold, the Skellige FLURRY. Yes, in conformity with my calculations, this deck is able to get you to pro rank in no time. All you have to do is use your brain. Yes, the bigger the better. Thank you.
My friends, before we take a look at the actual deck, please cherish this moment with me. Finally, I was able to reach the top 500 players in the world. Yep, I know it's only around mid-season and a lot of things may change, but it's sort of a milestone for me, because from now on, I will fly like an eagle. Long story short, I've been playing some Skellige lately, and after the second win nerf and Patricidal Fury being too mainstream, I turned my attention to Reckless Fury, and here it is. In an ideal world, you've got both your greatswords and dagger out and prepared when you use your leader's ability, because in this particular scenario, it can yield around 30 points. Yes, that's right, 30 points just for using your leader's ability. However, this situation is unfortunately not possible to attain every single match. Many a player will try his best to prevent you from playing your game. In this case, do your best to avoid going into card disadvantage in the first round, and try what is called a thematic behavior or startle display. You see, animals that lack strong defenses may, in case of danger, resort to bluffing behavior to scare off or momentarily distract a predator. And this kind of approach suits this deck just perfectly. In the first round, when the breath of the game is usually being broken, you actually do not have that many viable options to pick. Yes, of course, play those long ships, both if possible, play pretty much any bronze units, but think twice before committing a gold. You see, your main carry in the first round should be just one greatsword. Don't worry, you can resurrect him later with Harald. In the first round, try to exploit the one and only greatsword as much as you can, without risking the danger of going into the second round with the same number of cards as your opponent. When that happens, he usually tries his best to bleed your deck out. Startle display. Try to play your bronzies in the first round so that your opponent may think you are getting the upper hand when you might actually be passing next turn. If you lure your opponent into overcommitting, even better. Do all in your power so that his options in the second round are limited and he rather passes right away or soon. Because you see, out of the, 20 games I played with this deck, only 3 or 4 times I was actually able to win the first round, so around 20% at maximum. Many opponents after winning the first round will proceed with bleeding your deck out right away in the second round. When this happens, you need to commit some golds, no question about that, but try your best to save Dagur and your leader's ability for the decisive round. When everything else falls apart, these two things, when combined, can win you a game even after you think there's no way for you to win this. So commit wisely. But if everything falls into its place and you go into the third round with all or most of your engines in hand, there's pretty much no way for you to lose. Unless, of course, some mistakes happen. In my experience, this deck goes very well against the Northern Realms, against other Skellige decks, against Syndicate, against Scoia'tael. You may have a harder time against Nilfgaards and especially monsters. Seriously, monsters are really strong at the moment. Haven't seen them in such a good spot in quite a while. However, every matchup is winnable, and with this deck I'm around 70% win rate in Pro Rank, which in my opinion is more than decent. I'm excited about showing you this deck in action, because you don't think this could work so well, do you? Oh, ye of little faith, you might be in for some real treat here. And the proof that many more options for Skellige than just a Patricidal Fury are not only fun, but also strong. Strong as an ox. Be prepared! I am reckless, you are reckless, we are reckless, la la la. So what do we have here? Yes, I've seen this Scoia'tael with Mahakam Forge quite often lately actually. But I don't think I've lost a game against them, so Uncrate Marauder out and 2 Drummond Villagers is too much. So from the end game combo, we have Heimdall, we have Wildboar, we have Dagur, Grimmist and 1 Greatsword, but we don't have Morkvark, Harald, the Defender, and neither of those pretty cool alchemy cards. So he got the blue coin, so it's up to him to start this match. Hawker Smuggler. I didn't know Hawker Smuggler was part of these Mahakam Forge decks. But whatever, I guess. It's a shame we don't have at least Blood Eagle in hand. That would give us more options.
So what? Should I pound it into a poker?
2 Hawker Smugglers out, and no fast way for us to remove them, so startle display. Let's just hope, or hope we will lure him into overcommitting a little. Zoltan Warrior. He's definitely playing a little different version from the one I am familiar with.
Your skull will make a fight tanker.
But we are lagging behind only by 8 points so far, so Barclay Elves seems like overcommitting a little to me. Whatever.
Away! This here's our eye.
So Zoltan Warrior is a 12-point provision card, and Barclay Elves is 7, and he plays also Novigradian Justice. Alright. But it seems like he didn't draw the... Oh! I think he's passing. I think he's definitely passing, so you know, let's play the Greatsword. And if he's not passing, we can play Hemdall or... and yeah, it's still playable.
On plate!
Yeah, he's passing, and 8, 33, 3, 6, 9. I think this is one of perfect Hemdalls.
The time has come!
Yep. This is actually one of those situations I was able to win the first round, so that's even better. We have to just commit Hemdall, but I don't think this valuable Hemdall would present itself in the later stages of the match, so I think this Hemdall is justifiable. But this draw is not. I'm passing right away with this kind of draw. There's no way we can... well, maybe there is, but no. I need at least one Greatsword, and Harald or Morkvark or both would be nice. Gabor Zigrin. Resilience on the 9-cost provision unit. Please. Well, Blood Eagle, Delirium, and Morkvark. So playing Harald would be nice. A lot of these Mahakam Forge decks play Korati, so my defender might not be that useful in this kind of matchup. Huh. No way for me to proc the Blood Eagle now, so maybe no Harald for me in this game.
Cut my paws off, I'll fight you to death.
So I think I'll just go with the Greatsword without Harald. Huh. Yeah, you know, let's go with the Greatsword. He's playing pretty much everything on the melee row, so that kinda suits us. Let's go with the Dagur next turn, and
Have you seen a fuse lying about, have you?
because you know, this leader's ability ignores every armor. That's kinda cool. So, Dagur, and let's go. Well, and we are 12 points ahead, just like that. Let's go with the Berserkers. And I know I have Grimaced, and I could have used it like on Figgis to bring... yeah, I could have used it on Figgis to bring Harald up. Maybe I could have done that, or should have done that. Huh. But it would take one more turn. Let's see. Well... you know, I'm still gonna use Gremist on Figgis. Because there's 4 points of Morkvark. Here's 3 points of more quark, just 2 on figgies. I kinda hope he will give me like a suitable more quark target, because in that case... well, this is nice. This is what I was talking about. But for some reason we are still lagging behind a little. Maybe I really should have brought up the Herald with Blood Eagle on the... what was it? One of those doomed little dwarfs.
Bring on. We'll tend your ankle biters too.
Yarpen's going out. I don't think he has much left in his hand, because he really overcommitted, or at least I think so, in the first round. And he's still not able to deal with the defender. So let's go Grimmist. And let's wait with the Wild Boar of the Sea and more quark for our finishers.
Leave it to us.
And we are getting stronger. Okay, so what's the best more quark target we have here? 6 points, 8 points, and 7 points. Yeah, I think Gabor Ziggurin is good because it will boost both our greatsword and dagger, so let's just go with that. And even though we haven't had Harald in our hand, one of our main carries of course, we were able to win this game against Mahakam Forge Squirtle by 20 points. Thank you very much. It was a good game though. You know, when I think about it, retrospectively, I really think I made a mistake with not purifying his defender with Grimmist and using Blood Eagle so that we can get both Harald and Greatsword, because in that case the victory I think would be even a little easier. So I apologize for that, and if you run into such like situation, just make sure you don't make the same mistake I have. So we are now playing Monsters Overwhelming Hunger. So that's not really the best matchup, like I said earlier, but still it's winnable.
Freya's bulwark. That's what we are.
I think really the nerfs to Blood Eagle were unnecessary, especially if Coup de Grace and Kindred cards like remains the same or has been buffed, which is the case with the DS Ira card, the Syndicate one. I think there's absolutely no way for us to win this first round. Let's hope he will commit like Miruna or Imperial Manticore. Imperial Phantom is out of the way, that's nice.
What's 3 hours in the ice? A pinprick, that's what.
but we didn't draw a single Longship or Dagur still out of our reach, or Harald. This is not a very good draw. And here comes the Frost, obviously. And here comes the Greatsword. Yeah, Wild Hunt Bruiser. Also a seriously underpriced card in my opinion. I really hate monsters in the current meta. Oh, don't get me wrong, I love the faction. But they are really, I think, really strong at the moment. So I think I should pass here, fortunately. I could play like Blood Eagle with something, but if he would have passed, it might be a really steep way down for us in terms of card disadvantage. So yes, Dagur, Heimdall and Harald. What? Man, this was a great draw. So let's just hope. Let's just hope he will not try to bleed me hard in here, but he will. I assure you. He will try. If I play like anything, he will play Imperial Manticore or Meruna, and I'm done. So, you know, maybe this will scare him a little, because one of his combos is pretty much done for. Please pass, man. Of course not. Goliath. So maybe he is preparing for not a very quick, not a very long second round. This is really hard. Using my leader's ability now, but if I go with like Uncrate Greatsword, you know, let's go with Herkia, and he will take her with Meruna.
Blow the horn! Clang the gong!
So I just, you know, use the, yeah, of course. Here she comes. So I just use the ability so she won't be...
Thank you. That was very kind.
Yeah, I know about that, but...
What's the news know about pain? Uncrate!
Of course his Imperial, yeah, Parasite. That was kinda obvious. Should I go with Decor and the combo? Maybe so. Alright. Because he will destroy this. Or you know, let's try it, just in case he doesn't destroy it right away. It's passing. Huh. So Gramist will not be enough, or he will be enough. So let's just play Gramist. 6. Yeah, 17, I will drop down to 15, so it's enough.
Gods, not a moment's peace.
So we still have Dagur and our leader's ability, and like I said, that's the most important thing. This game is actually still winnable. Yes. Wild Boar would be nice, or Delirium. Should I risk it? Nah, let's work with these cards. Yeah. There's no way for him to destroy. He doesn't have karate. He still have like a Oberon King or a Conqueror in this case, I think, in his hand. And maybe some other frost cards. Noon Raids, obviously.
The heat I cannot bear. God is freer!
15 points ahead, he still have one charge left. An Aele Conqueror, yeah.
King Oberon, return the lair.
This one is actually, in this particular case, more valuable than Invader by 1 point, so let's go with Marauder.
Oriole's been chosen. God speak to him.
So where is Oberon? Here he comes.
I lived long and seen all, and I am bored with it.
Don't look to me for mercy. You shall find none.
It's unfortunate.
The time has come!
If he has karate, but he doesn't have karate, of course, because... Hey, man, he's passing! Because he had only 2 cards left, we had more Quark in hand, and we were 24 points ahead. Well, I'm kinda glad that I showed you one of the hardest matchups for Skellige versus monsters versus overwhelming hunger monsters, and we managed to emerge victorious in the end, and that's perfect. Another points. Well, I know I'm not too far ahead, but then again, it's only mid-season. Things will change a lot, because I will fly like an eagle.
Guys, I think this deck is one of those hidden gems in the current meta. I hoped I proved to you it's definitely viable even in pro rank. Please don't hesitate to ask anything about it. I am really grateful if anyone is showing interest in my Gwent. So anyways, thank you all very much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and once again, this was 0rfeus's, and I'll catch you all on the flip side. Bye bye, my friends!